Raye, so cool to have you on the show again.
I know. I'm so happy to be back.
The
How are you
last,
doing?
I'm good. How are you doing? How's everything going?
Good. Yeah. We're holding it down. Got my
Yeah.
home studio alive and thriving. So that's great news for me.
How long did that take you to put together? Because I'm sure it started with, okay, we'll just get the mic. Oh, okay, we'll just get a keyboard in. And then all of a sudden it's like, I now have a studio.
Yeah. Basically, yeah, bit by bit. I can show you it. It's small, but wait.
But it does the job.
It does the job.
Oh, wow. Oh, do you know what I'm most impressed with? That is very impressive. But I'm most impressed with the pink fairy lights.
Oh, thank you. I love mood lighting. I think it's very important.
Well, did setting that all up make you feel like you could get through last year? Because we spoke in, I think it was July. You had just released Natalie Don't, and you were talking about, I've got a secret project coming up. I can't say too much about it, but I can't wait to release it. Did you feel that you could keep going and do what you wanted to do because you had all that stuff at your disposal?
Yeah, I think this time has really been, for a lot of us, real self-reflection and real processes needed. And we have to, I've been deep cleaning every corner of the house. There's no rubbish. Everything, the drawers are perfectly organized. No dust. Like, I think this is what is needed for mental health,
Yeah.
So having my studio as well, perfect, so I can make music whenever I want to. It's just all part of making things as best as possible,
So then when you dropped Euphoric Sad Songs, did you mean to drop it? Like, were you thinking of dropping it this last year? Or was it just, you know what, I'm done, I'm getting out there. We need something to make us happy, even though they're sad songs, but they make us happy.
No, I think it was part of the plan. It was part of the plan from Natalie Don't around. So when I was telling you about that secret project.
Yeah.
And, I think because of like Love Me Again and Please Don't Touch and tying all of these songs together in a body of work, I think is really important as an artist now. Labels love singles, but I think bodies of work, projects are so important. I'm a storyteller, and this project release has given me life,
I'm actually really thrilled you say that, because like, it's so great that we're able to make our own mixtapes and stuff like that, pull a single from here, pull a single from there. But Raye, I really miss, and this may be being old fashioned, but I miss getting the LP or getting the CD. And I remember getting so excited because it wasn't just about the music. It was about the sleeve that came with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the photo shoot. And then I knew all about the producers and stuff because I'd read all the thank yous, and I miss that.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. And I think it's something that I think, when you really build and work hard as an artist, it's something that I think fans and people need more than ever. And I think I realized that with this release, how important those things are.
Well, when you see that LP sales have topped, like, I think they're back at 90s levels.
Wow.
And I think people don't quote me on that. I read headlines and don't necessarily read the story like that. But they are at an all-time high because I think people want to connect again. They want to invest. And are you finding that with your album, your mini album that you put out, Euphoric Sad Songs, that's what your fans have been doing with you?
100%. Yeah, the CDs are I'm receiving, honestly, the whole thing has been so overwhelming. I'm receiving messages, DMs, emails, letters, pictures of the CDs, people playing them. Everyone is like, I want a vinyl. I'm like, oh my God. It's just nuts. And also just affirming. And it just shows that people do care about the little details and those tiny things, and that it's not just in an artist's head to want that. It's actually wanted,
That's why it's called art as well. It's the whole piece, everything coming together. And it proves what we were saying back in July. You were talking about, times have changed in the music industry. It's no longer, people behind the scenes making all the decisions. It's the people making the decisions.
Yeah.
So how does it feel when you feel the love from the people, when your music has over I'm not saying 1 million, I'm saying 1 billion streams worldwide? Like that's a phenomenal number.
Yeah, that is nuts. I mean, it's just, you know, it's been a long journey, even though I'm 23 and I started when I was 17, and it's been nuts because it's been trying and feeling like you get back up again, you get back up again, cool, no, not good enough, nearly. And then bit by bit, it's just growing and growing and growing. And it's just lovely to see that hard work coming to fruition.
How do you keep growing though? Because like I was looking through your Instagram and you put up a post where you said, I remember the days of playing to an audience where there were more people on stage than there were in the crowd. And sometimes that could be the point where people just go, I can't anymore. I am done. And, you know, you hear all these yeses, but sometimes those no's are the ones that stop you. What made you not stop? How did you keep going?
You know, I feel like almost every artist, I mean, some artists, it feels like it's overnight, you know, and it's instant. And some artists get lucky and the first thing they release catches fire. And you know, but then you hear stories about Katy Perry and the fact that she went through 5 record deals before I Kissed a Girl, which is nuts. And it's just like, this job isn't for the faint-hearted, you know, not, you know, and if you have a dream, it's sticking at it. And like, I know I'm good at what I do, you know, I know I have that skill set. So when I walked out on stage, I've literally, imagine I'm on stage, my band, we've worked so hard to put on the best show possible. And there's literally just a dad and his daughter in a huge tent. It is massive. And I'm literally there like, do I have to go out? Please, can we just wait? They're like, no, you know, and I got on and I worked. I gave the best performance I could, and that's what it's about. It's about giving and giving and giving. And now I'm going to festivals, well, when I was last on stage, and it's full of people and full of life and people singing my lyrics. And no doubt next festival season is going to be even crazier. You know, and it's just what it's about, pushing on.
And I suppose let's take a positive from that dad and daughter. It wasn't one of your relations or one of your friends. There were 2 strangers who decided to stay.
And I hope that they had the time of their life.
I'm sure they did. You mentioned festivals there. How have you dealt with that? Because like it is great that you can release your music, but the connection that you have with actual people singing your music back to you.
It is so missed. But I tell you what, they're never gonna get, like, the live show I'm coming with as soon as we're allowed back, it's gonna be next level. Like, you know, like it's gonna be nuts. I'm about to MD the whole thing. Like, I'm so excited.
Well, see, I can't wait, because I reckon what you're doing at the moment is taking out all your creative energies and all the missing gigs on your music videos, because your music videos are out of this world. I love the effort you put into that. Can we expect a bit of that? Maybe obviously you can't replicate a music video, but you know what I'm saying.
100%. I think, like, it's like you said about the details. Every detail matters. You got the music, the visuals, the light show, the staging, the type of mic I'm going to use, you know, what the band interactions. I want to do a segment where I get people in the crowd to give me a word and I'll make a song on spot, jam it out with the band. Like, I want it to be free, personal, me, not over choreographed, because I like to just go with the flow, roll around on the floor. I'm just so excited.
I can't wait, because I suppose when I go to a gig, I don't go to hear the album like I can hear it at home. Like, I can do that 100%. At home. I need you to give me something more.
You are going to get remixes, fusions. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I cannot wait to be back on stage.
Well, I can't wait to have you there. But like 2020 was tough, but there were some positives to come out of it. And what for you was the positive? Like, what could you do last year that you didn't have the time to do any other time?
Do you know what? I spent more time with my family than I ever have in years since I was, you know, since I was living at home, a little bubba, like, and I got to go get so close to my sisters. I realized how incredible they are. They're like my best friends. And I just think this is so necessary to stop, reconnect, figure out what you're doing it all for as well, you know? Yeah.
And your family is super talented. You posted a snippet. I wanted more. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? She stopped it there? Like, you guys started singing, like, okay, I'm ready. And it stopped. Now, did you stop it because maybe there's more to come? Would you guys do something together?
100%. My sisters are stupid talented. The 1-2 below me called Abby just signed a huge publishing deal. She's songwriting now for like big artists. She's just getting cuts. She's killing it. She's 17.
Oh,
and my sister Lauren's just literally in the home studio at the family house going ham. Like, I'm so proud of them. They're gonna do, I think my dream is to build a family empire, you know.
Ray, I can see it coming. I can see it coming. So what are you going to take with you from 2020 that you learned in 2020 into 2021?
I'm going to take with me that for me, family is more important than anything else in the world. And that I would love to, like, you know, I'm managed by my dad. It's a whole family thing. Like, I want to build something with my family because I feel like the purpose of life, I like to go deep, like the meaning of life, I feel like is with these people who share my blood, you know, and
Yeah.
there's nothing more satisfying doing what you love with your family. For me, this is, money can't buy this.
And money can't buy the honesty you get from your family. They're not just
100%.
yes people. They keep you grounded, don't they?
100%. And I tell you, in this game, you need people. You need people who can be real and honest with you, because there are times you lose yourself and you get carried away, and people who aren't real just tell you what they think you want to hear, and you can really get lost in that, you know. So I think family and people who keep it real with you, it's so important.
But how do you handle the points where family are so real that you have those fights that you don't have with anyone else? Do you have professionally?
You know what's brilliant about our families? We've got we have a great dynamic, you know. I'm super passionate and impulsive, and I'll be like, I'm gonna do this, we gotta do this, and la 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 la. And occasionally we clash, but we talk it out almost immediately. I have this thing or this rule where I don't like to sit on bad vibes. I don't like to mull over things. So we need to sit down, talk it out, express yourself, bring it to the circle, sort it, done, dusted, next chapter, you know? I think this is important.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What do you like? Being a musician, being an artist is amazing. You get to do so many cool things, including releasing your own music, because that's what you're in it for. But besides making music, what is one of the cool things that you get to do because you are an artist?
Oh, one of the cool things I get to do. I mean, I can't even begin the list. I get to work with my idols. I get to work with people who inspired me as a child, which is one of the most craziest things ever. Getting to travel around the world and see and experience different cultures. I love to immerse myself when I travel. I will go and try local food. I will go and look around. I want to dive in, learn more. So I get to see the world. I get to work hard and be pushed to my limits and discover new things within myself I didn't even know I was capable of. I mean, the list is endless, and I'm learning all the time. You know, I'm super, I don't know if I've never got diagnosed, but I've definitely got some sort of thing where I just love to keep going and get filled with knowledge and do this. And I like love to be busy, travel here, full calendar, you know. So this is perfect. I picked the perfect job, I think.
Exactly. The diagnosis is you're just being you. You're Raye, and that's the brilliant thing. So, what are the hopes, Raye, for 2021? Let's assume that we're just going to keep going as we're going for a little while longer. What are you hoping to do in those next few months?
I'm going to write an album. My first album.
Is it coming?
I haven't written a single song yet. But when I'm in the zone, which I'm about to enter into, I'm like, let's go.
How do you get in that zone? Because I find that if someone says to me, here's something you need to write about it, go and write, I sit there and I don't get a sentence out. Whereas sometimes I can write something within 10 minutes and go, oh my God, That is what I've been trying to write for the last 15 days.
Yeah. That's hilarious. I feel you. Do you know what? I think I'm really blessed that I've got complete creative freedom and creative control over this vision. And I think it will start by big papers, mood boards, keywords. I'm quite, melodies for me is a natural thing. If I get on the mic and I hear chords or something I love, that comes out. So I think for me, it's the words coming together and finding the correct way to tell the story. But I think I've been preparing myself for a minute now, and now it's just about getting in the studio and going. Yeah.
Do you know what? I can't wait. I have to say, every time I talk to you, well, every time, twice now, but every time we chat, you leave me on such a buzz. I love chatting to you. I love hearing your music. I cannot wait to hear your album. But in the meantime, we have your mini album that we can listen to, Euphoric Sad Songs.
Yes. Oh, thank you so much. Such a pleasure.
You. Always a joy. Thanks, Raye. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. I look forward to the next time. Hopefully I'll have an album for you by then.
And in person.
Yes.